Hey guys, StatsGuru here, and today in the world of statistics we're going to touch on a couple of things: the mean, the median, and of course the mode. You may have heard of these terms if you're in statistics. You may have heard of these things outside of statistics. Within the world of statistics, of course, the mean, median, mode are very important when doing more advanced techniques, but also helping us understand how things are behaving. So if we want to think about what the mean is, the mean is simply the average of a data set So the mean is the average of a data set. Now, if we were to think about how this is denoted in statistics, you may have seen something of the following, and we like to denote it as X bar. So this is called X bar. So when we're thinking of course, if you remember population and samples, when doing a sample, we want to find the sample mean, and the sample mean is denoted as X bar. So this is the sample mean. And when using this sample mean, we can then, of course, determine what is happening on a larger scale. So if we wanted to look at a data set, let's say we are measuring, let's say we have plants in our garden. So we have plants in our garden, and we want to measure how tall they are. So let's say we have 7 tomato plants growing in our garden, and say they're 7, 8, 7, 4, 5, 6, and 3 inches tall. So let's say these are our tomato plants in our garden. We want to find the average height of our tomato plants. So in order to find the average, we of course want to find X bar. Now the formula for X bar, as many of us know how to calculate the mean, is simply adding up all of our instances and then dividing by the total number of observations. So in statistics, how you may typically see this is X bar is equal to the sum, as our observations go from 1 to our total number of things, of xi divided by n. So if we were to break this down, X bar is simply the sum of each observation, starting with the first observation, moving up to the total number of observations, and dividing by the total. So if we want to do it for this example, it'd be 7 plus 8 plus 7 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 3. And then we're going to divide that by 7 since we have 7 plants. We then have our X bar is an average of 5.714 inches. So within our garden of all of our tomato plants, the average height of our plants is 5.714 inches. So that would be considered the mean, and that's how you calculate the mean. And again, just walking through the formula, X bar equals the sum of our iterations as we go from 1 to our total number of things of each observation added together divided by the total number of observations. So that's how you calculate the mean. So let's say we have this data set, and let's say that we want to calculate the median. So what is the median? Well, the median is simply the middle value of a data set. So we can think of the median as the middle value of a data set. We need to make sure that we order these things in order from lowest to highest. So if we're going to calculate the median, we have to transform this data set. So it's going to be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 8. Now that we've ordered our plants from lowest to tallest, we can go ahead and calculate the median. So in order to find the median, an easy way to do it is to start from top to bottom, and of course working our way to the middle, in which case we find that the median is equal to 6 inches. So that's how you would calculate the median for this specific data set. Simply finding the middle value, we're going to order them from lowest to tallest, and of course work our way each way until we end up at the middle. Now if there were two values in the middle here, if there was a 5 and a 6, in order to find the median, you add these two together and divide by 2. If the median is two values, you simply add x1 plus x2 and you divide by 2, and this would give you the new median value. So that little formula would happen if, of course, there were two numbers here in the middle that we were dealing with. So that's how you find the median for this specific data set. And last but certainly not least, we are going to have the mode. So the mode is simply the most recurrent value or the value that occurs the most. So if we look at this data set, we see that we have 7, 7. So in this case, our mode would be 7 inches, meaning that most of our plants, or the most plants of a recurring value, are in the 7 inches range. So that's how you calculate the mean, median, and mode for this specific data set. I hope that this video was helpful for you guys. It was pretty quick, just walking through the mean, median, and mode. Comment any topics down below that you would like to have worked on. And as always, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe, and we will see you in the next video.